Hello and welcome to my tarot corner. Okay, so I'm having troubles with how to film with the camera up, and well, if anyone knows how to make good videos on iPhone, please let me know if you have some kind of link to a website that gives good advice, because I've been looking and I've been trying all sorts of apps, and then sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Anyway, so are we going to read about in this reading? And this reading is going to be around the Sussex squad. Now, it does look like they are getting desperate. They are photoshopping all sorts of pictures. The most hilarious one is the two pictures of of Harry holding a baby, and then Meghan holding another baby, claiming that these babies are a little bit, I mean, they are getting desperate. They're not getting what they think that they deserve from the Sussexes, so they are creating their own content. And another funny one is the picture of Meghan after one of her podcasts, which shows that her trousers are completely wrinkled, which is something that we see with Meghan a lot. She wears very expensive clothes, but she doesn't look at the particulars. She is not paying attention to the things that matter. And you don't need to wear a very expensive pair of pants, but you do need them to be ironed. So they photoshopped that picture in which they are ironed her pants. So this is really hilarious. But then when the coronation of King Charles' date came out, and apparently it's on Archie's birthday, as I showed you in my previous reading. I mean, my previous reading about the coronation, what I looked at was, is it good for him to do the coronation on his mother's date of coronation? But he decided to do that on Archie's birthday. So the squad started tweeting all sorts of tweets that are angry about King Charles disrespecting Archie's birthday and all sorts of things. And the most hilarious one, I think, was Ian Saxton, that tweeted that King Charles is going to abdicate on May 6th in favor of his grandson Archie, which is really, I mean, okay. So I'm using the Everyday Witch Tarot, and I'm going to pick them up now, and to look into the energies that are engulfing the Sussex squad right now, because it does look like they are desperate. So before I start, please take a few moments to read my full disclaimer in the description box. This is a tarot reading. It is vibrational. It is open to interpretation. It exists as assumptions and speculation, and as such may or may not be true. So please do your own research and decide for yourselves. Okay, so let's finish that and spread the card. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out 3 cards that will show me the energies as they are now. This is not a yes or no question, so I'm not going to look at the middle card as an answer. And then I'm going to look into, take out the underlying energy and maybe the middle card as well. Okay, so the first card that I'm taking is this one, which is the 10 of Wands in reverse. Okay, so the 10 of Wands is an overload. This is about taking too much upon yourselves. This is about falling apart even, because we are talking about the card in the reverse mode. This is a card of self-destruction, of people that are over ambitious, and because of that they are falling apart. want to succeed no matter what the price is. It's a card of quarrels, it's a card of resistance, of conflict. So there are a lot of quarrels inside the squad, things that are connected to Boozy and his lawsuit, but they are arguing between themselves. This is about difficulties, and this is especially about them not realizing their own limitations, and because of that they are trying to instigate all sorts of pictures and things that they can show off, but this card shows that it's way too much for them. Okay, then the second card is Judgment. And Judgment is a card of change. And this is a very slow process of change. So things are changing for the Sussex squad. And as many times I describe this card as the butterfly that comes out from the cocoon. And because he needs to strengthen his wings, it takes him a long time to bang on the walls of the cocoon, and this way he strengthens his wings, so when he comes out he can fly. If they are trying to cut shortcuts, and someone just opens the cocoon, the butterfly will die. So this is a process that needs time, and this is a very significant change. So they are going through this change, and this is a really bad, really difficult experience for them. This is them trying to fly even without strengthening their wings before they do that. So this is about them going through a very, very significant change, and this is an awakening. And an awakening to realize what is the truth here. So they are not in a good state right now. They are still trying very hard to stick to the old ways, to the things that they have done in the past. But this is about a lot of them getting this awakening and realizing that things are not exactly as they thought they are. Okay, third card is Three of Swords in reverse. Okay, so what can I say? Three of Swords is a card of destruction and failure that comes because of being in the Two of Swords energy. And the Two of Swords energy is inability to see reality as it is and being disengaged from reality, and because of that making the wrong choices. And when you make the wrong choices, you end up in destruction and failure. And this is exactly where they are now. So they feel that they failed. They feel that they did the wrong thing. They overlooked warning. This is about self-destruction once again. This is about closing their eyes and not seeing reality as it is. This is about everything that they have built that is destroyed, and they are the ones who are destroying it by tweeting all of those tweets that will end up in getting them, for example, banned from Twitter in the end, by going out on this war against lawyers, against people that they cannot win that war. And this is about running away from reality and letting others mislead them. And this is exactly what happened. They let the Sussexes mislead them. The Sussexes actually contacted the Sussex squad quite a lot, if you remember Danny Treen, and there are rumors that the Sussex squad, that they actually paid those women to be on their side and to do all of that work for them. So right now, everything that they have built is destroyed. So yes, they are desperate. And the underlying energy is the Ace of Wands in reverse. And the Ace of Wands is the ace that speaks about getting your wishes realized in the material world. This is about creating. This is about being able to create and get what you want, and be able to achieve the things that you want. This is about creating from nothing when it is in the upright. But when it is in the reverse, it shows impatience, being impulsive, arrogance, being excited and losing interest. This is a card of ego and people that are wearing themselves down. So all of this is showing us that they are not getting what they want. They cannot create. They are trying to, but they don't get what they need from the Sussexes. I mean, if the Sussexes would have given them a picture, a real picture of them with the children, then they will have something to work with. But they don't get that. And because of that, they are losing interest. They are getting impatient. And this is about the ego of the Sussex squad, but also of the Sussexes. And this is about arrogance on both sides. And this is about a relationship that is based on all the wrong things. Okay, so what does the middle card tell us? And the middle card is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles, many times I call it the Queen herself, because she's a Taurus, and this is a Taurus card. She was a Taurus, I'm sorry. But this is about the shopkeeper. This is about a woman that is able to stand within changes, a very stable woman, a woman that is able to calculate things, and someone who is able to become financially independent, everything that is connected to property and to inheritance. But this is also a card of someone who is possessive, a card of someone who is even a bigot. And the Sussex squad, despite the fact that they are calling us racist, they are the ones who are bigots. Just an example, someone in my comments wrote something about Doria being the one who saved Meghan from her bisexual sister Samantha. Now, first of all, I don't know what are Samantha's sexual preferences, and I don't care. But saying something like that, this is being a bigot. And then when I said that to that commenter, I was called a bigot because I said that Scooby's is fluid in his sexual identity, which is something that is not a bigot. In my opinion, this is not being a bigot. This is about saying things as they are. I mean, there is nothing wrong in being fluid in your sexuality and being bisexual or whatever. I mean, this is just to show that they themselves are the one who are racist. They are themselves the ones who are bigots, and this is why this is in the middle card, because this is the heart of their connections to the Sussexes. Okay, the Oracle card is an advice for us on how to deal with them, and what I'm getting here is prayers and wishes. And prayers and wishes it's a card that speaks about telling the universe what you want, and when you tell the universe what you want, you get what you wished for. An example for this is my mother used to say that she has this parking fairy, because every time we would get to a place, even if it was cramped and the parking lot was completely full, someone would go out from the parking lot in the perfect space where it is just near the place that we wanted to go to, and just vacant the parking lot space for her. So this is about telling the universe, I want a parking spot, and getting that parking spot. And I know many people that have this ability, because this is an ability to tell the universe what you need, what you want, and to get it when you are praying for it. So this is what this card is telling us. It's telling us to pray and to wish and to show the universe what we want, and then things will be as we asked. So this is it for this reading. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.